Hi, I'm James Watts from Robert Watts Estate Agents. I'm Director of Land and New Homes and Surveyors based out of Cleckheaton office.
Morning, John Watts, Robert Watts, Managing Director of Sales.
I think here to talk about a little bit about the market and how we started off in the year, how things are going, people's perceptions and worries and fears. I don't know, how do you think we've started the year?
I think it's started good, probably above expectations. It's been better than we thought. We realised back into the year that the market was going to slow down a little bit. It's been so busy after COVID, prices went through the roof, and we knew things were going to slow down, and there were signs of that back into the summer. And what we found is probably reverted back to a normal selling market.
Yeah, which I think is a good thing, isn't it? Like I say, it's all right having a really hectic, silly market where prices are going through the roof, but a lot of people were worried to move, weren't they? They weren't listing because they were scared that they weren't going to find anywhere, and people falling out in lumps and overbidding for houses. It's not normal, is it?
It wasn't normal, no. I mean, it was a pure demand and supply issue. There was a lack of stock, huge supply, huge demand for properties, particularly family buyers, and the prices went crazy, and people were paying over the odds for them. But they were getting more for their own house, so they were paying more for the next one. But it wasn't a realistic market, and people were getting very disappointed.
Yeah, I think people are getting used to the fact that we are where we are. I mean, interest rates have obviously gone up 10 times in 12 months, which is a shock to the system to a lot of people, particularly younger buyers, because they don't know what interest is, and it's this extra cost that they're having to pay. Cost of living is obviously having an effect of everybody, but I think, like I say, you've got to deal with what's in front of you. There's always going to be people wanting to move, isn't there? There's always a desire.
Exactly. We found that. There's going to be people going to rent, sell and buy houses, but at a reduced capacity. But as you said, the interest rates have been low for 15 years, and that isn't normal. I mean, on average, over the last 50 years, the interest rates have been around 7 to 8%, which they're not at that level yet, but they've gone from 2.5%, 3.5% to between 6 and 7. So people have got to realise that the cost of moving is higher, but we found there still is a demand. People are still wanting to move.
And I'm thinking, looking for the first month of the year starting off, it's been positive. I think we've had a lot of people viewing houses, a lot of offers going in. I think vendors have just got to be a little bit more realistic on the expectations of the house value. Like I say, there isn't multiple bidders, like you said, but things are selling. I think it's really important for agents to sort of qualify the buyers and know who you're selling to, because there has been down valuations from lenders. And I think that's really important to know who you're selling to, and like I say, making sure that everything's done at the beginning and your agent's being proactive on that. And I think that will continue into the year, do you?
Absolutely. Like I said, there are less viewings now, where we're experiencing multiple viewings, multiple offers, and probably going to a sealed bid scenario. We're not finding that so far, but we're still finding from our 6 offices, we're getting a lot of viewings, maybe a handful of offers. Some are not going to be accepted, but one will be negotiated hard, and it'll be acceptable. And it'll give the vendor then the opportunity to go and find another property that'll suit them.
Yeah. I mean, from a rental point of view, I think it's a difficult market to predict, particularly from tenants. I mean, rents have gone up so high because of a lot of landlords have sold. I mean, what are you finding with the landlords, and what were they sort of expressing their thoughts to you last year? Were they selling up? And
I think the landlords are looking at their portfolios, and if they're on mortgage, interest rates going up, the mortgages are quite high now, and from what they're getting the rent, they're not making a great deal. So some are looking to exit and get the money out of it and maybe reinvest. Some are looking long term, a capital growth exercise, but there are landlords now that are looking at their portfolio and are looking to sell. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's natural, isn't it? Like I say, I think the tax changes and all the things that brought in, it's not as attractive to be as a landlord anymore. But on the other side of the coin, if the government's not careful, then obviously there's going to be no stock, and rents are going to increase, and tenants are fighting for houses, aren't they? Yeah. I'd say Sister Kate obviously says that on her rental side that people are almost submitting CVs to get properties, which is ridiculous, isn't it? But
yeah, it is. I say there's multiple viewings on the rental side for each property, but I say we're still maintaining to our clients for buy to let. It's still a good time to buy. There's still a lot of good opportunities in around the areas we cover. There will still opportunity for good yields and good investment.
So you think, in essence, then 2023 is still a good time to sell and buy?
Absolutely. Yeah. The demand is there, buyers are there, albeit at a slightly reduced capacity, but I think this year will be absolutely fine.
Yeah. To go back to normal.
A normal selling market.